mic is hot. The stories are real. Welcome to Dallas on Air.
Yeah, baby. I like how you smile. I like that bob too. It's a closure, right? Okay. Give my cousin some freakyology. I just want you to know that first and foremost. Yeah, I see you. I see you smile. I see you beautiful too. Okay, here it is. I am on a quest, kissing hickeys on your neck. I wanna go on a quest. I'm willing to make this journey just to get next to you.
What up, people? This is the Darktown Prince 47 Park. Well, you already know what it is. I am back. Producer, can I have that just mainly on me? Can I have that just? I have an important announcement to make. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we take the song down as well? Thank you so much. It's been a long time coming, folks. Yeah, I've been wanting to meet and let you know what happened. What happened with the show, the reunion, everything just about Royal Lounge, and I'm here to tell you. We don't tolerate the Lamar Fishers of the world. We don't tolerate the Sir Youngs of the world, a.k.a. Sire. We don't tolerate anything that has to harm with children or women. I'm Kentrell Walker. My name is King Tunes. Everybody should know me. I take what I do seriously. If you want to know more and get into more of that story, you'll just have to follow as we go along this epic journey. This journey is not about me. This journey is about the women, the connection of women, and let the ladies' voice be heard. That's why this platform is formed. With further ado, I'm gonna let y'all listen to another intro of a song, and we'll get back to the business, okay? And we'll introduce the guest. Producer, can you take it away?
Let me take a ride with you, baby. Ride with you, I'm just trying to slide passenger side. Can find me. Feeling like I'm free in the mind, like I'm aligned with you. Like I would never press on the time whenever I'm with you. This a different feeling from the last nigga, knowing you got different intentions from all the past niggas. I hide the last nigga, it's you, me, and the ribbon. We can look in the whip, depending on how you feel, nigga. Give me the world, if that's what you wanna give me. You know them baddies like them bands and bands. Stop being silly. Go ahead and put your foot on the gas and see the city. When I die, her blowing the winds, I'm sitting pretty. Go ahead and put your foot on the gas and see the city. When I die, her blowing the winds, I'm sitting pretty. When I die, her blowing the winds, sitting pretty. Do you mind if I let my seat back, kick my feet up, kick back, break a wood down, roll this weed up? It's that vibe that I've been seeking for a minute. Can we hang? I just get so sick of niggas playing games. Do you mind if I let my seat back, kick my feet up, mesmerize beautiful lies, or they sweet nuts? Fuck it. Either way, boo, I
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Let's do this, right? We got Jackie who's here. Y'all seen Jackie. Y'all know Jackie. We had her on the show before. Before I introduce the second part of the guest, I want your thoughts. I want your opinion on when the Royal Lounge did kind of disappear. What was your thoughts on it? What was your feelings about it?
It was like very, I guess, abrupt. You had a good momentum. Well, y'all had a good momentum going. Very active. So when I didn't see it anymore, it was alarming, and it was very noticeable. The absence was felt.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted to be on the show. It was it's still in high demand when I rebooted it. And you know, this is just a taste of what's to come. I'm not stopping for nobody. I appreciate you for your support because it was you, King Nicole, P Unique, who's going to be here later. It was just a bunch of y'all that was on the show and people that were like fans that was really rooting me on to bring it back to see it through. And I just couldn't let y'all down. So that kind of built up, and y'all was checking on, make sure I was okay and stuff like that. Speaking of make sure that I was okay, my second part of my guest. Look, y'all people, I'm so excited, right? Like, I got butterflies in my stomach. You feel me? Like, this is my baby. Like, this is my favorite here. Y'all don't understand, right? We got Kenya in the building. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Good. You want to put that mic up a little? There you go. We're going to give you a good
Can you
time
hear
today.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
And tell us who's your friend.
So this is my little sister Zaria.
Hello, Zara. How you doing?
Hey, Zaria.
How you doing?
Good.
Can I call you Z?
I
I'm
was
gonna
about
mess
to
up.
say,
I'm on this
they
liquor.
call me Z.
Because I'm on this liquor and I'm gonna mess up.
Okay,
is
but
perfect.
it's not fair because you already missed. You introduced me to the world as Jackie.
What I meant? Okay, so what am I call you then?
My name.
You
You got special privilege because I've
Oh,
been
you
knowing
right.
you
You right.
for a long time.
I'm fucking up today. You right? I'm fucking up today. It's
Yeah,
on-
he did.
and I-
We said full names.
and I-
Okay.
Yeah.
My real name.
I'm gonna take Z.
Z.
I'm gonna take Keeks.
Your Keeks. Okay. And Jacqueline Marsh. How you doing?
Here he goes again.
Oh,
Here he goes.
my bad.
Yeah, I gotta put
Again.
my whole name.
My bad.
Jacqueline. Just
I'm messing.
Jacqueline.
Got
Yeah.
you. I'm messing up. I ain't even drunk yet, y'all. That's the bad part. So on this show, when you've realized on the first season, we have always asked this question. I know Jackie has answered it, but she might have changed her taste, right? It's been a minute. It's been like a year. So I'm going to ask Jackie again. I'm going to go down the line, and we're going to get into some stuff. We're going to get to some business a little bit because I've noticed, Jackie, weren't you on 97.9 The Beat earlier?
Oh, it was K1.
K104. K104.
Yeah.
You was on K104 for, am I not mistaken, what were you on there for?
My husband is a film director. He has a big movie on Tubi, and I was one of the makeup artists in the movie, so I was just giving a rundown about that.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, you do amazing. Look, I might have been off the radar, but I was watching.
Thank you.
I was watching. I'm like, yeah, like, they doing big things, baby. Like, yeah. So, we're going to get into a little bit of that in a few. Let's get into some juicy things first, right? So, on this show, ladies and gentlemen, Kiki, Z,
What's up?
on this show, Jackie already knows. I'm going to ask you a question. Our motto is sexy, sweet, and cool.
Okay.
When you're on, what in a relationship, I'm going to pass it to Jackie first. What in a relationship that you find sexy, sweet, and cool? Jay, you got this.
Let's see. Okay, sexy. I would say sexy is just taking the initiative, like being a man, like
Okay.
making decisions, being a leader, like picking up the kids from school, like they sexy.
Okay.
Sweet, I would say sweet is like listening to me, considering me, like listening to the things I like, listening to the things I want.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet. And what was the other one? Sexy?
Cool.
What? Okay, yeah, cool. I would say cool is like doing the chill things that I like to do, like
What's the chill thing?
like the things that the real you likes to do, like my painting, my skating,
Okay.
cooking, chilling, live music, things like that. That's cool.
Okay. Z, what is sexy, sweet, and cool to you in a relationship?
Sexy. I'm gonna piggyback off you and say, like, being a man, a protector, a provider, a leader. Cool. What is sexy? Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet for me is going to be intimacy and affection.
Okay.
I like that. The nicknames, the touching, the just sweet. Let me know You being sweet on me.
Sweet love and tenderness.
Yeah.
people. Okay.
And cool is my best friend. I like a man that make me laugh. That's literally like my best friend outside of our relationship.
I like that. I like that. I like the last one. Okay, Kiki, my favorite. How you doing, baby?
I'm good.
Oh, in a relationship, what's sexy, sweet, and cool to you? I might learn something new today.
Okay, so sexy to me, I have to take what they said is that taking that initiative, being that leader, being that man, and sweet to me is also taking that initiative, going on dates, planning things, being the leader. I can turn my brain off. Or at least a 35%.
Okay.
So you can make all the decisions. You know what I want to drink. You know what I want to eat. You know where I want to go. You know when I'm ready to go. All of those things are sweet to me. Cool to me is because I'm so family oriented, being able to be around my friends and family and being able to mesh well and hold that conversation with the weirdest one in the corner and being able to just hang. That's cool to me.
Okay. I do. When you said the last part about family, you are very family oriented.
Yeah.
Like you like to have fun. You feel me? And somebody on the grill. And,
Yup.
Yeah. See, I know a little bit. I know a little something. You know, I know a little something. So, Jay, back to you. We seen Creep. You was an extra in that one. Then you got on the radio station, one of the hottest ones. Shout out to K104, by the way. If you see this, see me. You know. And you're in the movie business, so like, explain to me that process. Explain to us, like, do you like the joy of it? The road to it, and just the overall, like, your experience about the business, because I know makeup. I was in theater, so makeup doing makeup, artist makeup is not easy. Let me say that it's not easy. I failed my exams when I was in school, so I want to see how your process is. So explain to us.
What do you mean,
like how did you fall into doing the makeup for?
Oh, well, I'm just, I'm a makeup artist. I'm an actor. I'm a model. I do set design. I just wear all of these hats. So
These are true. These are facts, people.
Kind of just step in, and put on whichever one is needed at the time. But yeah, just being diverse, being able to shift and move, do whatever I need to do, be whoever I need to be at the time. Yeah, it's a lengthy process, especially with the special effects makeup. That is not my lane. So it was a totally different thing for me. I'm a beauty makeup artist. So
like I said, I failed my classes.
Learn some things, try some things. It worked out. So yeah.
Okay. And when y'all got the call to go to the radio station, like how was that? Like, was it like an oh my God moment, or was it like, oh, it's normal for me to be,
well, that's my husband's thing. I just come along. You're
the support. You know what I'm saying?
He has a lot of man foot power, whatever you want to call it, and so he do his thing. We
shout out to the
move
husband.
around good. IRM Films.
Shout out to the husband, man. Okay.
But really, I'm kind of moving away from the service side, and I really prefer to be in front of the camera now.
I remember that.
Because, I'm not going to be young forever. So.
Yeah.
I can always do some makeup.
Girl, you're going to be young forever because you look young every time I see you, baby.
Thank you.
Okay. How do I want to start this off? Because we're live. This is the revamp of my show, right? Do I want to get to some juicy shit first? Or do I want to wait? No, I'm going to get right into it. Okay, ladies, are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, so this not an order question. This is whoever can speak their mind first, but don't take too long because we're live, right?
All right.
So the first question I want to ask, right? If you can pinpoint what is wrong with dating, what would you pinpoint and why? Like I said, don't take too long. You know, we live. You know, the people want to know the answer.
People are not mentally stimulating at all.
They're not mentally stimulating at all.
I just started back dating after I got my little heart broke,
Okay.
and I'm drowning. It's terrible.
So
What are you men doing?
It's piss in this dating.
I just, you know,
It's horrible. She's married and she got to stay that way. You don't fix it, whatever it is. Just please don't come
stay
back.
there.
yeah, don't come back out here. It's crazy out here.
It's really crazy.
You don't want to go back.
No, it's
to
crazy
where
out
you
here.
are. So just stay.
And people are boring and shallow, and they don't even try. Is what I feel like.
They don't hold accountability. They don't really care. There's no real intention. The real intention is to fuck.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can say that.
Okay,
This is your
so
word,
that's
baby.
the real intention.
I'm just in
is
it.
to fuck, and that's it.
But even if you want to do that, can you pretend? Can we be purposeful? Can we get some
Be a friend for
foreplay
real.
before?
Why would you want to pretend if you want something real in the first place?
Okay, so this is my thing. See, I knew I didn't really.
Go ahead.
You can't.
Take your time.
I won't, because you still healing. Like I said, I got my little feelings broke, so I start. But I got I want a companion. So it's like, in a way, I kind of want a friend with benefits, but you can't just say that because
Why
they
can't?
just all they hear is benefit.
Well, my take on that would be
'Cause I'm not in a
boundaries.
rush.
That's
Yeah.
what I tell everybody. Don't settle. Don't
Right.
put your boundaries aside. Like, you can't expect for a person to change. You cannot date a person's potential. So
Mm-hmm.
if it's things that you know that are non-negotiable for you, don't. But you like the sex, don't be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna fuck on him, but this other stuff gonna come around later. No, because it's not.
Oh no, she be laughing because I'm like, it's like that's what she said. It's like you want this, but then you still be trying to get a relationship. So I think I'm kind of a relationship person, but because of what happened to me in the past, I'm trying to learn how to take it slow.
It's just what Jackie said. Like, I'm a friend. I'm in my business, but
What'd you say?
I'm a friend with benefits type of person. Like that stuff. Like once you because I'm like because. Like, I hear it all the time. I get it all the time. Oh, you got too many women. You got too many hoes, quote unquote.
Right.
And like I tell them, like, if once you tell me one thing, you don't get the other. Like, you tell me it's fun, I'm gonna treat you like fun. I'm not gonna treat you as serious. I'm not gonna treat you serious.
You can't go back. Like, you can't be like, whoa.
I want a little exclusivity. Like, is that a word? Exclusiveness. I want a little bit.
What'd you say, Jackie?
I'm saying you can't go back. Like, say I tell you like, oh, I want to take it slow. I kind of want to be friends. I just want to chill. I don't want nothing serious. And then what if I start liking you? That's not a thing. Like, where you can be like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
No, because in my business again. This is.
Or no reverse.
I'm gonna tell y'all a dark secret. Just because this is how how I thought. This was my process. This was my thought process. This is not how I'm thinking now. But this was 6 months ago thinking. Right. Mm-hmm. I got other plays of fun. So once you tell me that you out of nowhere that you like me and I got you as fun and someone else as fun, I can't shut the whole game down. I got to just fold my hand. That I know, as fucked up as it sounds, that was the reality of it. Like, you can't put that on me, and you didn't say it from the jump. Like, hey, I might want something serious. And then it's just some guys just know that there's an aura about a woman that he just can't approach you, so he sticks with his lesser thans or whatever you want to call them, and continues to have fun.
So how long do you do this?
Right. That's why I say I don't want to tell them because you see they don't want to go.
I'm
you did this. You said this.
I'm an
at the
open
beginning.
book, right? This is what this platform is for, right? This is for the ladies. This is for what I'm trying to give expose all our secrets. I do it until it's not fun no more. You nag me, I'm done. You follow me, you stalk me, I'm done. You worry about the other girls I got, I'm done. Like,
Well, am I a nigga?
Why you say that,
'Cause
Keith?
that's how I feel. Just leave me alone. Like, for real, if we have an intention of this is what we are, then that's what we are. If we're for
are like
fun, let it be that. You have no business liking me. Why are you calling me during the day to have a full conversation if you know you just want to goose on me at night? Hey, are you busy later on tonight? That's basically the conversation. Okay, cool. That's it. When we see each other, we can do the foreplay. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. Let's take a couple shots and go. But if the intention is, hey, I want a relationship. Okay, let's talk as if we want a relationship. Let's ask the questions and get to know each other in those ways. If we're not trying to move into a relationship, if we just want to be friends, ask friendly questions. There are friendly questions versus I want to be in a relationship question. We don't need to know what was your parent life like? Like how were your parents? Were they married? What was the healthiest relationship you saw? It
Shout out
doesn't
to
matter
Solo.
if we're not trying to be in relationships. If we're trying to be friends, what was the longest friendship you had? What you like to do with your friends? You like to go to brunch? You like to go out at night?
I prefer that over like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah,
I hate
don't
that
ask me
like
what my
basic
favorite color
ass
is.
questions. What's your favorite color? What you like to do for fun? Like, just you pick it and let's enjoy.
And don't ask me
ourselves.
what I'm looking for in a man, because now I'm giving you the cheat code.
Yeah,
when
you
I
are.
started seeing that, it was like literally, okay, so y'all are thinking like me. Other people are thinking like me on the internet. Because yeah, if I am telling you, oh, well, I like this, I like that. So you're going to do all of these things because you want me to like you. You don't like going to paint and sip. You don't like going to
You see me?
You want to go to the sports bar.
But
You
that
wanna go to
counts for
Boomerang.
something if he's going
mean,
out of
it's
his
kinda
way
effort,
to
yeah.
do something that you specifically
Yeah,
like
it's
to
the
do.
effort, but at the same time, do you really want to do that, or
I
are
wouldn't
you
give a
doing
damn.
it?
If you don't,
That's what I want to
take
do.
me to do what I want to do.
The dark,
Is it gonna last?
Wait, no, we
the
did.
dark,
Gonna keep doing
She
it?
married. We need to listen.
the dark secret, the dark,
That don't mean he do it all the time.
Okay.
the dark secret is, yes, when you do give me the cheat code, I do put on a mask, right? Because it's just easier. Like when
But
you
it won't last.
No, you
Not
can't keep
always.
wear that for
But also,
that. Yeah.
it won't last, because with that cheat code, and
you
can-
think so?
if you have
We know so.
discernment and you have the people around you that have the discernment of this person ain't really like this, it's going to change your perspective of that person. If you're taking me to painting sips and doing all Ruth Chris and Perry's and all these types of things, knowing you a hood nigga, and you know you don't like doing those types of things, it's not gonna always last. It's gonna end. Unless you really like
I disagree because
You
I
can
do.
only wear a mask for so long.
I
I
don't.
do too, but you might be introducing a man to something.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
maybe he never been to Ruth Chris because he didn't know what Ruth Chris was.
That's
Right,
true too.
right.
But at the same time, I could tell you, like, you don't want to you want a man to teach you things.
Yep,
as
you don't wanna
well.
do all the
You don't
teaching.
want to, because then
That's
that
true.
makes you kind of be in a mothering
Yeah.
sense of like, and you don't want to be sexually attracted to anybody that you're mothering.
Mothering,
and,
yeah.
You know.
I don't want to be the only.
Like I said, I disagree with that because I wear a mask all the time, and I
Stop
can,
wearing damn masks.
and,
Baby, just be yourself.
and I can make that story last forever if I wanted to.
Are you serious?
I know.
That's scary.
I know.
That is scary.
I'm just letting you know.
But
that-
you know what? I
If I
believe
meet-
it. I've seen it.
If I meet people at the club and I meet people out, like I don't want real intentions with somebody that I'm meeting at a club. I'm just having fun. My name is not what it is. What y'all call me, it's never that. It starts with a K so I can remember what it is, but that's it. And I'm not from Dallas. I'm from somewhere else in Texas. So I can just make up my own story with people that I really have no intentions on ever seeing again or having any real dealings with.
Well, how do you know though?
Well, you know,
I feel like it's weird.
Chucky that I meet at Main Street Bistro, I'm not trying to see him again if I met him at 11 o'clock at night and I'm really not attracted to you. I'm just, you're having conversation with me. Oh, my name is Keisha. Where you from? San Antonio? Oh, really? I'm from the city over. Oh, really? That's cool. Well, where do you know in San Antonio? The Alamo? No, it's not. Okay. Well, whatever. I can make up my own story.
It'd be hard for me to lie.
Me too. It's
I
a lot of
don't.
energy. I can't do it.
I'm never going to see these people
I
again.
just don't talk
But
to
you never know,
like-
because Chucky, that could be your husband. You don't even know.
But it's like the approach for me because, like, again, Jackie's my friend, right? We've been knowing each other since high school, 9th grade. I met you. Where did I meet you at? We met at
Bombshell.
Bombshell. We met at Bombshell, and the aura wasn't giving hoe. It wasn't giving hoe. It was more like, this is a woman, and you're gonna have to talk to her. And that's when I was like, okay, so you can't put no bags of tricks on this one. You know, so it's just the aura of the woman. If you carry yourself as party, goofy, ratchet, you like baddies, and you want to be in baddies, so you fight in the club every day, I'll treat you like that.
Right.
If you come to me as a woman and as elegant as, you know, with standards, then I got to buff up my standards because I really want to talk to you. Just, you know.
That's true.
So what we got onto the friend for benefits pinpoint. You said that. Jay, what is the pinpoint? Because you're married. So when you're looking at other stuff, what is the pinpoint for you? It's like, hell no, I'm just going to stay where I'm at because out here is crazy. What's the pinpoint for you that's going wrong in dating? Or maybe you have a homegirl and you just be like, oh, I can't do this, girl. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Love it over here.
I guess it's kind of the same, like the mask, like false personas. Don't introduce somebody to a vibe that you can't maintain. Don't come off to me like trying to take me to expensive places and you can't afford it for real. Like, yeah, if you know that this person is, I wouldn't say above you, but if you know that you not meeting the standards, then just leave it alone. You know, don't be trying to fake it till you make it, and because it's not gonna last. Yeah, I think everybody likes to. Well, it's kind of unrealistic. I think, like the dating standards, it's unrealistic. Everybody likes to pretend like they rich, you know.
Oh yeah.
And it's just unrealistic. Like, so men just need to plan for one. Don't ask me where I want to go. I don't know what you can afford. Why would I go, you know, why would you ask me where I want to go? I may want to go have a $200 steak or whatever it is. But if you can't afford that, just go ahead and plan a date. Say, oh, I'm going to take you to go get some wings and some shots. And we're going to chill. We're going to go to the bar. We're going to go to an arcade, something. Okay. Cool, but don't keep asking me what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because take the lead, be a man, plan what you can afford, plan.
Who is that? It was somebody. They wear a suit. They said if you can't plan a date,
You can't
you
plan my life.
can't
my
plan a
future,
life.
yeah.
And that's really
It's
true
true.
because the date is the basic.
Where have y'all been hiding that? Because like when I meet a woman, they won't tell me where the hell they want to go, and I'm like, bro, you are not Ruth Chris status where we have to be.
So
You
that's
are
why-
golden
why
shit.
you even
That's
plan
why
it?
you
You're supposed to
plan it.
You
plan it.
plan it. Why
I
you
got a
asking?
daddy. So
You-
my daddy done taught me all of these things and took me to all of these places. So what can you do? Because no, I'm not trying to look for somebody that's going to mimic my daddy, but at the same time, I got a daddy. So I know how I'm
That's
supposed
a
to be
standard
treated.
already set.
That's a standard. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Y'all remember when Joe's Crab Shack used to be the spot? Like everybody didn't go to Joe's Crab Shack. So to me, Joe's Crab Shack and Cheesecake Factory was the hot lick back in the day. So my daddy.
Is it not now?
Is it?
Is
Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's crazy.
You know.
okay?
You
No, okay.
know.
Cheesecake Factory.
It's good.
It's
I don't have a
cool.
problem with
Yeah,
Cheesecake
yeah.
Factory,
Yeah,
Joe's
but back
Crab
in the
Shack,
day,
no.
it was
a
like
no.
those two were my
Go give me a
spots. So it was like okay, my daddy and my mama can take me there. But can you do that every once in a while? And can you feed me? Because I like to eat. So how can you feed me? Because I eat good. And I'm not going to forever eat good.
Yes, she eat good.
So are you going to be able to uphold those standards, those simple standards? That's it. Can you plan that date?
I can plan some dates. Like I can say
More than food.
Say I'm a more. You know what I'm saying? I'm a special type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you see me on the stories. I can go to paint sip. I can do dinner afterwards. I can go to I can plan some stuff. I can do rock climbing adventures and stuff like that. Like whatever depend on the woman, I can go do.
Because it's
Okay,
kind of
that's
like
good.
your first impression.
It is.
kinda what
It's
it's
your
equivalent to.
first test.
Yeah.
It's your first test, but I don't meet those. Like I meet the ones that think they know what they think they deserve this and they don't. Like you don't deserve me to 100% me planning dates and you go out with Chris, John, and Luke too. Like we're both playing these games. I can't respect that.
But
I
you're
can't take.
not.
So what do you look
Your
at?
intentions are not to exclusively date. So how can you expect another person to exclusively date you?
Another dark secret in my business.
And are the environments you're going to pursuing that?
Like I said, this is my old mindset, and it's scary because this is what this is what men mostly do. This is what I do, and plus, all my friends, like I said, are women. All my cousins, them are mostly girls. Only a handful of us boys. I don't really like guys. Like my friends are like 5. I got like probably like 5 or 10 male friends but I don't even talk to them as much. Right? I use the art of manipulation. Like it's whatever I say, whatever I do, whatever you know what I'm saying.
You
like,
know what? You
What
young
do you-
player, you
a
need to
player.
stop.
Let me talk to your
I use
granddaddy.
the art of
I need
manipulation.
to talk to the granddaddy.
It's all about me. And
So is this your old mindset or this? Because you keep saying I used to. So what is your current mindset? Are you still?
no? I'm
Dibbling,
fleshed out.
dabbling.
I'm looking for my one and only. Ladies, I'm looking for my
Nope,
Ladies.
you dibble and dabble. You'll jump back in that water.
I won't. I'm
on
done.
that toe.
I'm done. I really am.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I don't believe you.
I'm done for real.
How do you know?
I don't know because I got tired.
Ladies, he ain't done.
In my business.
Yes,
He ain't
dark
done
secrets.
yet. He may be on
So-
his way, but he ain't at the destination yet.
The other day, I'm gonna give you a little story. The other day, I had a female that,
A young lady.
a young lady that I, on a whim, she'll come on a whim and cater to what I want.
Is this an escort?
No,
Oh my God. She
no, she's not an escort.
Escort is
said
crazy.
it.
Come on,
That
do what I want.
That's
Like,
insane.
that's what it's giving.
But it definitely gave that.
what I
it definitely-
want.
It gave
We need
it
more
gave that vibe
details.
because, like, when I say, "Hey, come here," and
Like a cool hoe. Okay.
yeah, there we
Or
go.
maybe she just really like you and she just really wanna. You know when you really like somebody, you waiting on them to ask to be with you.
Like I said, if
You
you
got
trying
a
to,
new mindset,
if you
so
trying to
be
like,
open.
I can't like her because it was the stuff we did in the past, like how I met her, right?
Okay.
And she stalked me, right? She waited for my house at 7 o'clock. I didn't get off work until 8. So so like, mind you, I get to the house, I'm unlocking my door. She's been outside for an hour. She texts me, "Hey, can I get some?" I'm like, "No, I'm tired, but I'm at your house." I'm like, "How long the fuck you been here?" "Oh, I've been here since 7 o'clock. I'm like, ugh. I said, "Bro, I just can't do that to you no more. Like, you got to find love somewhere else, baby, because this ain't it. Like, how I treated you, how I manipulated you, how I just taught you to cater to me, you got to find that somewhere else. Like, I've done wrong." And
what
she
she
got pissed off. She was like, "Don't text me, don't call me, don't block me off of everything." Fine,
That's the plan. Yeah.
go. It hurts me because it's like I've taught you how to come to me in my beckoning call over the years, and you're stuck in that mind frame, and it was my fault because I took advantage of a weak mind at the time. A lot of the girls that I so-called be on a date with or so-called be with or whatever you want to say, I met them at a stage where their mind was weak, and I've exercised how they should be loyal to me, and cater to me. So
So you ain't no.
You ain't worth the
You
damn.
ain't no good.
But you saying this, but I feel like I almost called you your real name. I feel like you be tricking a little bit. So
I will.
okay,
I will.
So I mean, to me, that's kind of like
Not to those girls, but I will.
to the girls who you manipulated.
No, to the girls that got standards, I'll trick on.
Wow.
To the girls that don't got standards, you don't deserve. Why? You don't even consider yourself as
So if
valuable.
they don't have standards, then what do you see valuable in them to?
Yeah.
Nothing but the sex. I ain't
Damn.
gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. That it's a dark secret, but that's why we're here. Like, we're here to get that stuff out.
Well, I'm glad you feel open to say that.
I know, like,
But two
That's
pennies
crazy.
rubbed together, not true. Not worth a damn. And it's okay.
I'm just letting y'all know what it used, what was, and what's to be. You know
So
what
what
I'm
are
saying?
you to be? So what's to be?
right.
I'm
He said he changed.
I changed.
He looking for his one and
I am
only.
looking for one and only. Yeah.
Is that right? I don't even know.
Look.
Are you gonna manipulate her?
No, wow, that is insane. No.
He's gonna grow from that. He's still growing from that.
Yeah, I am still growing.
it's the
So
6
what
months
made
ago.
you? What day did you decide?
6 months ago. That's what he said. 6 months ago.
6 months ago, what made
didn't say
you
to a year.
change from a manipulator to your one and only?
Were you playing the mask role?
Well, no, when I worked on getting the show back, when I looked at what I would stand for and what the show stands for, right? I felt like the first run of my show was built on too much of malice, right? And half of me says, well, maybe you needed to step down because you needed to look at what you're representing, right? My show was everything to me, and when I went for the revamp, I was like, there's some things I have to, stop doing and shouldn't do if I'm going to be saying I'm for the ladies, if I'm here to give a platform for them to be safe and stuff like that, and and just my personal life, like I'm always home lonely, like. Yeah, I'll get a girl and she'll come do what she do, and after that, there's no cuddling, there's no
You need
pillow talking.
companionship.
There's no companionship. So. And I get lonely, and it's just like, I don't got no kids yet. I want kids. So I just turn a new leaf. So
Okay, that's
Have you
That sounds
tried
genuine.
to like be consistent with someone, apply pressure, as they would say, and see,
it's hard because, again, I'm not used to a woman with standards. So, like, my whole class now, like, my whole view is like, a woman with standards is hard to get and hard to be consistent with because, they know your past, like, they know what the fuck you been doing. And
That's what? 'Cause
Not
we grown.
always.
Because that could be a foundation
Yeah.
that you could build from.
yeah, but it seems like it haunts me. You know what I'm saying? As far as,
No,
like,
because you can meet somebody anywhere or on anywhere, and you can start fresh.
yeah, but once they look at my stories, they be like, oh.
Well, that's where
You're gonna
you have
keep-
to take
You're
accountability and change.
You gonna
what
keep
do.
like hanging out with girls all day and stuff, like even when you get in a relationship, maybe you can find somebody who's
No,
okay with that.
I'm not. It's just those videos be old. Like, I'd be like,
So don't post them.
no, like they're a constant. Like in
Don't post them.
my settings,
Yeah.
right? In my
That's
settings.
fine. Don't post them.
No, look, I'm saying in my settings, they repost themselves. So, like, I know how to fix it now because somebody told me.
Okay.
But like
Fix it.
once they hit from Snap to Facebook to Instagram, like it's all rotates.
But honestly, I feel like that's who you are. Like not having a lot of not girlfriends, like sexually active, but just friend girls and stuff. I feel like that's a part of your personality. So I feel like the person that's for you might be understanding
Yeah.
to that. You never know.
And may like the party life and
Yeah.
the fun life of, not necessarily the party life, but the fun life of having different females around.
Or she might stay her ass at home and let you go do what you want to do. You
Yeah.
never know. You never know.
This is a
So now
journey,
then-
y'all. I'm just only 6 months removed. It's kind of hard.
Did you just like stop cold turkey? Like no more bitches. Like
Yeah, just like cut all of them off. Cut all.
I'm sorry, I
cut all
didn't mean
of
to say
Start
bitch.
Hey,
them. This is your world, baby.
I'm sorry.
Cut them all off. Like,
Wow.
just start over, start new, and and I've talked to some of my homegirls. Like, they, some of them are Christians, and some of them, they're halfway, half, 50-50. And they be know, like, hey, like, if you want to do this, first you got to mean it and do it right, and you got to let them go. And it's messed up because you're gonna feel responsible for how you did. Because it's gonna sound fucking weird. It's how you manipulate them and how you train them for you. You're gonna have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you've done the work to have them like that. If they had a boyfriend, okay, you got a boyfriend, cool. When I say come here, your boyfriend's like, bye, tell them bye. You'll see him in a minute. If you got something going, okay, tunes first. So I'm gonna have to deal with that aftermath. Yeah. Key,
What's up?
what's your pinpoint on dating? Like, what do you think it went wrong yet?
When intentions change, that's literally when things happen. When there's the alignment, it becomes unaligned, and that's been my issue with a lot of people. And throughout the years, it's been that intentions change or the alignment changes, and it fails to get back aligned, and there's nothing to connect it. I got 2 kids, and we tried to connect those, that just didn't happen. But with other people, there's nothing that's really there to say, oh, okay, well, we have kids, we can just try to. No, there's nothing there that says, oh, we're gonna try it again. So when that alignment happens, that's just what it sticks to, and it's like, okay, well, we can find something else. And I'm just here to be single and just be guarded. And I get annoyed easily because you don't do this or you don't do that. And because of what I'm used to and what I'm accustomed to, and I like it, if you don't provide those things, it makes it very, very hard to accept.
I don't think you should accept it.
Okay, see it. Okay, Mom.
I don't.
Jackie, no.
I'm telling you, because it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it's going
and
to be.
eventually you're gonna be sick of it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you've been had a baby and
Yeah.
whatever else.
And
So
that's
just-
what's constantly asked of me. My sisters are always asking, are you going to be able to accept something that's less than what you're accepting right now? It used to be yes, but the reality of it is no.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I'm with Jay. On that
Yes. So I have great, and I honestly I want to stick with the great that I have. I'll be pushing and tugging, but no, I'm not gonna accept anything less. It as I said, you don't want necessarily something that is identical to your father, but being aligned with what your daddy provided for you as growing up, of what a man should be to a woman. It's like, okay, yeah, those things are there.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
So, because that's our next question. I feel like when a dad shows you those things, when that's a good thing. I don't feel like it's bad. I don't feel like I've never felt like it was bad that your dad showed you these things,
No,
right?
I'm a
I got a
daddy's girl.
I got a goddaughter and I got a niece, and those are the closest I have to as like actual daughters, right? Because you can't. First of all, you're not gonna fuck with them. Whatever they ask for, I have a limit. Like, I can't give them just everything. Like, sometimes they got to understand, like, you can't have this. You got to work for this.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, they run my pockets. I show them how they should be treated. Don't let this little boy push you off the swing set, because if you don't handle it, daddy, like, uncle gonna handle it. Don't allow this to happen, that to happen. Shoot, I show them that somebody should care for them. Somebody should love them. But there's also boundaries and other stuff that goes with that, because you just don't want to flat out spoil them, because then they think they're supposed to be given everything in the world, and that's just not how the world works. So I give them realistic things that they can hold on to. Like my uncle said I can't. My uncle said I can't hang out with you. You a bully, or you don't do things that that my dad. And I've never thought that was bad. I feel like that's the roadmap to how you want to be treated, right? So for those, because it's the next question I'm going into. So but with that being said, for those who are not like, for the guys that are like me, like how I just described, you know what I'm saying, and they do have a daughter, or they do have a son, or whatever, do you think, like, because they'd be like, hey, I'm gonna teach my daughter not to fall for a guy like me.
They realize it too late.
Okay, explain.
They realize that too late. They, before you have a kid, I don't want my daughter to deal with this. I don't want my daughter to deal with that. I'm going to protect her from this. I'm going to protect her from that. But if she's seeing you do this growing up, that's probably what she's going to fall for. Or if that's what's in her environment, that's what she's possibly going to look towards, or a glorified version of that, of whatever the dad is. She's gonna experience it unless she's that goody two shoes angel. And I wish I was that growing up, that goody two shoes angel that didn't want that hood nigga, didn't want that drug dealer, didn't want that anything that's illegal. Would have looked towards the one that wanted to go to school, college degree, do what they're supposed to do without the laws being involved. So they realize it too late. My daughter's dad always used to talk about, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, you don't want to do that as a man. Nigga, you all that shit. You all that shit. And you're everything that your daughter does not want to look at. And you're the perfect example of what she's not going to deal with. As much as I have power, because your mama and them don't really have power over what you date, but as much as I can put it into her of, no, she knows that you don't want to go towards that, so she's going to go to the opposite.
I think you do it subconsciously. Because, like, for me, I didn't have a dad. Like, that was the first person that broke my heart, the first person I chased. And it took me being grown and trying to heal and work on myself to realize that I was repeating that.
Y'all trying to send me to therapy. Yeah.
Hey, it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not at all. But yeah, I did not have a father figure growing up as well. So, but my mom was very strong. I have very strong women in my family. But, as I'm kind of over the 30 hump, you realize, like, I don't want to be strong. Like, I don't want
all the things that I had to do with men and dealing with men, I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to be the teacher. I don't want to be the head of anything. Mm-hmm. I want to be the submission queen. You tell me what the fuck you want us to do, how we gonna do it, how we gonna save it, how we gonna get to it, everything. I can come up with great ideas, but you're the one that's gonna say yes or no.
So you had the standard set. I had to literally make a list. Like, for the first time, where I had to make a list of it because I never had this standard.
All right.
And so I had to make a list about, like, what I desire inside and out. Just because I knew I didn't want that, what my dad was. And that I was doing it subconsciously. I didn't even realize I was falling right into the same type of man.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of even crazier when you don't know. Yeah. Like I know who my dad is, but I never really spent any real time with him. Right. So it's even crazier when you're battling like traits and habits and thoughts and things, and you don't even really know why. It's genetic. You don't even know.
Mm-hmm. That's scary.
That's even scary.
And for a man, like I tell people all the time, I got two dads. I got a biological father, and I got my stepdad. Mm-hmm. I don't call him my stepdad because he raised me, right? He didn't have to do that. So I never call him my stepdad. So I always say two fathers would get people confused. I don't know why. My biological dad is the example of what not to do.
Right.
And for a long time, my stepdad had to reconfigure some shit because my temper was bad. This is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to always get into it with my sisters and them, and my stepdad was teaching me, hey, no, this is how you treat your sisters. This is how you treat your mom. This is how you want to go on a date. This is how see the type of dates you see how the type of dates I take your mom on. Like you want to be elegant, you want to dress, you want to look good, you want to do this, et cetera, et cetera. He was just teaching me and reconfiguring me.
But then why if you had all of those things instilled in you from a real man, what makes you now, 6 months ago, be a player and manipulative?
Heartbreak. That's easy. My ex-fiance. Like, after that, I felt like I wasn't, wanted.
Did your stepdad or your dad, did he go through heartbreak? Did your mom go through heartbreak? How did they get over that for you to be able to then still do how you operate?
So my mom went through a very bad heartbreak with my dad, right? I saw that completely. Like, It was times where I was 6 years old just running off just because I didn't want to see this, stuff. And I didn't know what healthy was until my stepdad, they had their share of problems. They did. But it was all healthy. It was all coming back with love. You know what I mean? And I kind of lost that when I had my first heartbreak, like real heartbreak. I'm engaged, right? I'm thinking a kid that's mine. It's not mine, right?
That's heartbreak.
Yeah, okay. So then I'm not feeling wanted because she said I got fat. I'm like, damn, you were feeding me, bitch. Like, so, so when I got that first taste of, I'm really him. Like, you can do this and you still look good and stuff like that. I just took advantage of that. Yeah, y'all in my business. Oh,
That makes a little more sense, though.
Before we go further, this is my baby, y'all. This is P Unique in the building. How you doing, baby? Good. Before we go any further with this conversation, because we in there deep, right? Okay. I've noticed. I said, even though I was away, I was watching y'all. I was watching all my girls shine. You know what I mean? Like they were just shining. And you were recently offered Baddie of Africa, and that's correct. And I was like, yes. But then I was like, girl, they better hit you in your face, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they better not touch your face.
You called me and said that when I was in Atlanta.
I said, they better not touch your, you know what I'm saying? My girl, beautiful. You feel me? But I want you to tell us, before we go any further, because this conversation is deep, right? And I want to get back into that vibe. But, since you're here, I want to give you a chance to, because we already talked about Jay's life, right? Okay. And we got to experience how she does makeup artist and, and movies and stuff.
Okay.
And so for you, how did you get the call to go to Baddies? And how was that experience? Because you did go. I did see like the little,
You see me filming with them.
You see, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I was going to go live tomorrow because so many people keep inboxing me. Did you make it to Baddies? What happened? You never. So, basically, like, I had sent a video, like, probably 2-3 months before they even had auditions. A friend of mine works for Zeus. And so he was like, send in a video. They got Baddies Africa coming up. And that's the first audition is the initial video. So either they accept your video and invite you to do the actual in-person auditions or they don't. It's crazy because they accepted my shit, y'all. But I was on the couch, thugging, chilling. I just had a baby. Mm-hmm. So
congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know if y'all have kids, but how you be feeling about yourself, your body after the kids, it's like I didn't really get up and put on P. P Unique, I'm a diva. I like to look good. I like to feel good. I wasn't in one of those modes. My baby was a couple months. I had my braids pulled up in a little bun, laying on the couch, sipping my wine with my pinky up. I didn't really think they were going to call me back off of that because I didn't really put forth the effort. Like, I saw a lot of the other girls' videos. They were really pretty, got their makeup done. I was at the house, no makeup, no lashes, no, just chilling, They ended up, so they called me, y'all. Anybody that know me and you know this, I will not answer neither one of my phones if I don't know who it is. So there was like a random New York number calling. I don't know no damn body in New York, so I wasn't answering the phone. 3 days before the auditions, I ended up having to check my Gmail because I'm rebranding 2 of my businesses. And in the email, I just seen Zeus invitation for live audition. I was like, what? This is 2 days, y'all, a day before the audition. I was like, what the? They accepted me, and I'm reading all the information. So now I got 24 hours to take these nappy-ass braids that I've been having in since I had my baby. Get my nails and stuff was done, get my lashes done. It was a lot. So I had to call a makeup artist, call somebody. Literally, I got on Facebook, actually. The girl that did my hair, she's done my hair before, but it isn't my regular, So I ended up getting all that done, but I ended up missing the auditions. I made it to the airport, got on my flight, all that. The plane ended up smoking, and we had to do an emergency landing. Yeah, the captain was like, I'm not about to
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know
so
that
we
one.
ended up having to land where we were. Emergency vehicles and stuff ended up getting us back to the airport, and we had to wait for another flight. Well, the flight that we initially had to wait on was like 2 hours. Mind you, the auditions was about to start in like an hour or 2 as well. So basically, by the time I made it to Atlanta, I missed the auditions. I went to the building. I'm at the door trying to get in. The security guard is like, no, we just ended it. It was too much fighting. We couldn't even get through with the other groups. Like, a lot of girls didn't even get a chance to audition. So she was like, but you're really pretty, and I like your swag. Hold on. I'm like, okay. So she was like, well, we're doing a 20 verses, and we're filming 2 TV shows, and we need extra baddies, and let's just get you to film with us, and we'll, go from there. You missed auditions. So that's what y'all seen on social media.
Okay.
When I was with the baddies, kicking it with them, and we were filming a TV show that's going to air, I don't know, sometime this summer, though. And then I did like a little 20 verses. So I initially didn't make the Baddies Africa auditions. However, what y'all saw when y'all saw me with the baddies, we were filming a little TV show and doing a 20 verses.
I did not know about the airplane. I am so sorry. I'm glad you safe.
Yeah.
I'm glad you safe. You look good, baby.
Thank
you look always look gorgeous to me. You feel me? So don't, you know what I'm saying? You have need some, just call me like, baby, you look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Because you did have a baby, and that was around the time I was just going through it about this show.
Yeah, you
and
were.
so I hate that I missed certain things because we were supposed to got together. I was supposed to went to the baby shower. So, and I missed all that dealing with whatever I had to deal with containing here. But we're glad that you're here. We're glad that the baby's healthy. We're glad that you get the baddies, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody get that, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Half of me is like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see you with some ass, you know what I'm saying?
But you know me, I didn't change my ways. So for me, the show would have been for me to just get
Exposure?
That's it. For my businesses, just for P Unique. I'm a brand, just me in general. So, I mean, the ass whooping, if a bitch try me, then it is what it is. We gonna go. But I wasn't going for that. I feel like a lot of women in this era now, to try to make it, women who want to be in the industry or is already in the industry and just want to upgrade who they are in the industry, they gonna do whatever for that bag. I'm not like that. Now, bitch, get out of line, you gonna get handled for sure.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the purpose for me to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See what I'm saying, y'all? We just said that earlier. It's all about the aura. You feel me?
When you age, though, that shit come with age. Because, I was something else back in my younger years, But when God allows you to endure some of the things that I've endured in life, which my story, it will make you want to change and, become wiser and make better decisions. So I just feel like maybe that happened, the playing things and me not making, the auditions because God got something bigger for me, because they're talking about also helping to produce my own show, dating show. So we gonna see, what God has in store. So we gonna see.
Speaking of, go ahead.
Delayed, not denied.
Come on, I like that. I receive it, girl.
Go ahead, baby. This is y'all show. Speaking of stories, we've gotten to a deep conversation about stories.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you just like what I asked them. I think we're gonna backtrack a little bit, but that's okay. Because we'll get right back into it. When you're thinking about dating, what is your pinpoint of what went wrong with dating? Like, if you can just pinpoint what the hell went wrong, what would it be?
In my personal situation or just in general?
In general. Like, in general, why?
Social media, niggas and females trying to keep up with the next relationship, the next bitch, the next nigga, wanting to be, is what I'm going to say. Shit look good. People can paint that picture where we look good together, we fly, we smiling on the internet, but behind closed doors, everything ain't everything. The nigga ain't no good. To me, I feel like competition is what kind of has messed up the dating, in society, what the dating world is. Competition, just trying to compete,
Okay. And I do remember when Jasmine, shout out to Jasmine, my old co-host, my little sis, she did say dating is a competition now. And I totally agree with that. It is. You gotta be one of those ones. Yeah. Like I said, I was something else back then. Top 5. No, your starting 5 or your top 3. And I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Thank God for your change.
He's looking like I never knew this.
I know you. You was just doing something.
I was just doing a lot. Like my starting 5 and my top 3. My top 3, you couldn't compete with them anyway. Starting 5, they can be rearranged. Sound bad, I know.
Real bad.
But with that, we were just talking about fathers too, about how they can be an example, but the ones that are not examples and they hope to not have their kids fall into this quote unquote, you know, the type of guys they are, that is it realistic for them to have those goals when they already are or once was? Because, you know, I just feel like a father will change in the midst of some, not all.
Come on.
Generally speaking, that they'll see their kid, I'll change for the best. And some just keep doing what they normally do, you know. But I don't know. Like, do you think it's like a full-time, like, can you change your can a father change their children's life if they're either full-time or half-time parents?
Are you asking which?
Like, yeah, like can they, like?
I mean, as long as the parent is like positive and keeping their word, having a routine, doing what they say they're gonna do, because kids do what
they mimic what they say.
They do what you do, not what you say do. So, yeah, I think that a present parent, a trying parent, whether honestly it's full time or part time, can definitely make a positive impact.
But it's also hell on wheels when you're a child and you see your mom and your dad doing one thing and they saying one thing and that's all you see. But then as you get older, you know, when you get older, you start to realize, oh, this is who you really are.
Like who they are as people.
And it switches the switch. And it's like, oh, shit, I really don't know how to operate. Because for me, my daddy is the best daddy in the world. Can't nobody top Greg. But when you come to a man, it's like, oh, yeah, Greg. He's the man. He's the top shit. Top dog. Best Jamaican in the world. But then when you say, oh, the husband, that ain't always the best thing. But then when you think about, oh, okay, well, this is what he showed me as a daddy, as a reflection of a man, as a husband. This is what I see as a child. This is glamorous. This is what it's supposed to be. But then when you become, I'm now a woman, and I'm seeing that person, it's not the same daddy that I
mean,
saw.
you can absolutely be a good father and not a good husband.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And so that's a contradiction to a little girl of, okay, what really am I getting myself into?
But that's when the
That's how
mother
they
needs to
treated
step in.
me.
That's where we come in at and just explain thoroughly what's going on. You know, your daddy love for me is not going to be the same for you. That doesn't change who he is to you. You know what I mean?
And I didn't get explained that until I was older. And so growing up, it was just like, okay, well, I'm just seeing these things, but what the fuck? Until I got older. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't change the type of father or the type of man, or, you know, just you got to separate them. It's like, but I don't want to separate them because this is one person, you know? So it's a whoop, 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 whoop. You don't know.
Okay. Jay, because out of all of us, you got like the full household, correct? Like you got the husband, you got the kids. What do you think, like about it? Because we are all, I don't have no kids. They're single mothers, and you got the whole package. Well, from your point of view, how is it on a day-to-day basis with, you know, teaching your little ones, hey, you know, this is how you should be treated. This is how this should go. You should, you know, like how is that for you? Like how did you register that?
You have to just lead by example. That's all you can do. You have to try to be your best self every day because your kids are watching you. Like, they really, really are. Yeah, I can't go too deep into that, but you just have to put the kids first. And sometimes that's a little contradicting because, of course, if you're going by what the Bible say, then it's your spouse first. But you can't be responsible for another grown person. You can't fix them. You can't change them. You can't make them do, you know. So I kind of feel like you have to just be the best you for your kids every day. Show up for your kids. Be consistent. Something made me so happy the other day. I was picking up my baby from daycare, and his teacher told me he tells everybody good morning. And I was just like, wow, I don't see him do that. I see him say, hey, hello. But, you know, I kind of made it a conscious effort because I don't like people.
I'm with
me,
you on
girl.
that. I'm with you on that.
But I had to realize that that's not godly. If I want to be a woman of God, I can't be saying I don't like people. Like, God is love. You got to love people. So I kind of made a conscious effort to just start speaking to people, like, all the time. Like, people be staring at me. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, damn, what? Like, but...
Yes, he was. Ninth period, 7th period? What the hell you looking at? Shoes on the desk. What the fuck y'all looking at?
So I just had to realize, like, I don't know. At first, I started telling myself, like, well, maybe they just staring at me because I'm pretty and I just speak hello. But then it became beyond that. Like, you know, I want to put out positive energy into the world. I want to be this way. Like, I need to be the change. I need to look in the mirror. So if I'm mad about them looking at me crazy, like, I just need to start speaking to everybody, just creating a positive, you know, energy. And it just made me so happy that my son, he can barely talk, you know, but he's saying good morning to people because I do that. I speak to everybody. But yeah, just, you know, people, I hear a lot of people say, you know, I don't want kids until I'm married. Just because you get married do not mean your husband going to be a good father either.
I was
Like,
just talking to somebody
you
about
have
that.
husbands in the house that will let the baby scream and cry, won't change and won't do nothing. You know, you will still be a single parent with a husband in the house. So you kind of, I think it's important to have these conversations before you have kids, which is why a lot of relationships fail after you have kids, because how I want to raise my kids might not be how you want to raise your kids, and then we clash because we didn't have this conversation.
Yeah, you're right. I just yesterday I was throwing football with my homegirl's kid, and she was just like, "Okay, Tunes, you were right. You wasn't trying to pick on him. He do need to play football. He's good at it." And I'm just like, of course. I mean, I'm a man for one. Like, I'm a male. Like, I see where he needs to be toughened up at. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my place. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he got a dad, which he does. If he got a stepdad or whatever the case may be, that's for y'all to have the conversation. But
and you know, I don't like that either. I don't think why do we tell little black boys they got to be tough?
no, he was capable. I'm saying, like, he had to be tough, but he was capable because he did boxing. He does boxing, and it wouldn't matter being tough. It's just him having extracurricular activities to do because he barely has friends. So I was like, if he just joined sports, he can have friends. Like, because he's timid in school, he's smart in school, he's so smart in school, but that doesn't translate because, you know, I don't know what he's dealing with in that aspect of his school. I can't say that. But I just know it doesn't click.
He just needs some type of guidance.
There we go.
A little push sometimes, yeah.
Because
the kids do need that.
Because the kids came when we was throwing football. Kids came in the park, played with him. I'm like, he can do this outside. I just don't know why he can't do it in the school. He can do it outside perfectly. In school, he has a problem. So, you know, it just wasn't. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Some of it was being tough, but no, it was just for him to connect with kids and just let him be him. You know. Okay, that was a little deep. I'm gonna get deeper. Pause. No Diddy. What's my next question? What's our next question?
No, Diddy is crazy.
Somebody just asked me, "Is Tunes the gay homeboy?" I'm okay.
Tell them, hell no, you just understand women.
Not my
Tell them let you school them.
That
Is
is
that a man that asked that?
Yes, that's insane. So.
Have they not been watching? You got all those. That's what you pride yourself on. What do you mean?
So I'm a battle rapper, and for those who don't know, and they always say, Tunes the gay homeboy. He's not the, the guy. And I'm just like, do you not understand that when you go into these girls' inboxes, whether I'm not the guy or, whatever the case may be, you do know they ask me about you guys, and I tell them yay or nay, and it's mostly nays. But to each his own. If they want to, if they want to worry about where I put my, that's on them. I'm gonna continue to do me, The last question of the night, ladies, do you find it hard to have sex with a man mentally, or does it come easy to you naturally?
And these days, hell no. Nigga can't. I tell a nigga in a minute, you gotta fuck my brain before you can even, touch the physical part of me. And most men ain't even connected to their emotions like that because they trying to be so, I had a dude tell me recently he don't cry. I said, so you ain't never cried today? He said, what, I look like a faggot? Yeah, P, I don't cry. Okay.
A man
Damn.
recently told me, I tried to, let me touch you. I tried, not let me
Right,
touch
right.
you, but let me touch you. So, anywho, I touched his waist. And he's like, don't touch my waist. I ain't no bitch. Wait. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to give you a hug and see, because, you know, when we go, I be wanting to touch all. What?
But then a man be wondering why they say women be so aggressive now, such an alpha woman. Y'all hear that?
Because I don't be wanting it.
You don't, if you're not making me feel soft like I'm around a real man, that's what you're gonna get. Because women, we carry so many different roles naturally. That's who God created us to be. So if I'm with you and I feel like I can't even be vulnerable or comfortable because you just so, you know, I'm gonna give you that same damn energy.
Yeah. Now I'm the aggressor.
Yeah.
They so
And-
closed off mentally.
Yeah.
They not even in tune with themselves. So how can I connect with you if you're not connected with you?
You not gonna do it? Let me take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound that nice.
They
but
so
let me
scared
take
of.
it. Yeah.
I just
Like
don't
that, like
touch
you
just
said.
don't touch my ass. Like I don't know what's with.
Why?
Of course. Yeah.
I want.
I'm a
to-
woman,
I'm going
though.
to bring you in.
Just don't touch, cause I don't play them booty games. Like don't touch my
bring
booty.
you in.
Nobody said they would.
Like
I could see-
I was in the
No,
store.
I see why you saying that though, because nowadays these little nasty motherfuckers in this generation and in the days that we're living in, I'm gonna say that they like to get their ass played. When I ain't never seen so many underdeveloped. The furthest I'm going, I don't even like my ass fuck with like that. Like one time I was having sex and this nigga turned me around and got to and just I said, not that. Hold on, you know
was
it's
in
different. Girl.
Oh my
I ain't
God.
never had it done because that ain't my interest. I got so many other things you can
You
play
didn't
with.
know it
That's
was your interest until.
I didn't like,
You didn't like it?
no, y'all, I didn't like it. So for a man, like I be seeing niggas on Facebook like, yeah, tonight I'm gonna let this hoe blow in my booty hole. I'm gonna let this hoe eat my ass, and
now
I
you
just be
do.
like, hold on. Yeah, I'm just like, how?
Yes. Thank you.
But look though, I got
say.
friends that feel like you.
Producer,
They
you
be
was right
like-
on point with
they,
that.
They
Thank
be
you.
like, P, I don't know about you, but I'm a fuck the goat, the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go a little bit, and I'm like, no, not me.
Hey,
I suck them nuts, but I ain't going nowhere near.
That one.
It's just,
I don't.
I be trying to be careful.
My homegirl. When I go to her
to
house.
hear it.
My homegirl, when I go to her house, I be seeing the buffest niggas like come out that motherfucker, and she's. When I go in her house, I enter the kitchen. She's wiping the fucking dildo, boiling in and shit. I said, "You didn't just fuck that strong ass man like that, did you?" Oh yeah, they like it.
That's a bit much.
Yeah,
I still wouldn't say that it's nasty or gay. I mean, okay.
Right. It's
When I see men saying like, "Oh, that's gay,"
Episode
that's gay,
2.
I'm like, how is it gay if a woman is doing it to you? Like,
I get what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause me personally, like,
But then
And
what
you
other
married,
thoughts are you
so-
having?
Huh?
But then what other thoughts are you having? Because me as a woman, if a man is doing all of those different things to me, because of who I am, not even as a woman, just who I am as a person, I'm thinking of what does it feel like if a woman did this to me? Because I be trying to see, am I gay? Am I a little bit? Do I like women? Do I not like women? Can I like women for women? Yeah, no, but it's not.
It's
Whore, you slut.
I feel like as I got older, it kind of switched because I'm a hypersexual person. So when I was younger, I could just be like, "Oh yeah, I want some." Yeah, like, and then going about my day.
Right.
But now it's just
It
like,
gotta mean something.
yeah, it's just like, "Oh, you didn't pay the rent on time." Like, "Ooh, I don't want to have sex with you."
Come
like,
on,
you know what
we
I'm
straight
saying?
drive
Like,
right, or a nigga ain't doing the right thing. That them juices soak right on up.
Yeah,
Nah,
like,
that's true.
no.
But then niggas get mad when we be like, you know, ain't shit free. If I'm gonna be fucking on you, it's gonna be beneficial for the both of us.
It needs to be a
Right.
turn
But
on.
then niggas would be like, gold digger, or I don't pay for you paying for
You
it
gotta
anyway,
pay
nigga. The
either
way,
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
no
some
matter
way,
how you
somehow.
Some type
whether
of
we're
way.
discussing it and you exchanging the money for it, or whether you're taking me out, treating me, paying my rent, like
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
mean,
have
but
to be
at
a
the
turn
same
on.
time, not everybody is like that because he stated he have, you know, flings with no standards or whatever that you don't
That's
have to
true.
do nothing for. Some girls do just want to come pop it open for nothing. Like,
I ain't wasting my motherfucking mileages on that bullshit. Not I.
I'm fat. I want to eat,
Do you
and I
hear
like
me?
to drink too.
Like I said, there's a start. Like I said, every guy, if a guy is lying if he tells you he doesn't have either or both.
Then his
Top
priorities are
3.
fucked up.
Starting 5. Either he got 5 girls that he can entertain.
lot.
that's a lot
That's
of
a
people
lot
to
of people.
entertain.
Especially nowadays with all the diseases and shit that's going on.
I'm just
I be scared.
I'm just letting you know.
That's a lot of money because you taking all of these girls out.
Right.
I can do that.
And I know at least 3 out of the 5. I know at least 2 out of the 5 got common sense enough to ask for some fucking money and some rent and some.
The top 3 does.
Okay.
The top 3 will ask me for like, oh, I need, and I'll do it because like them the closest ones to standards, like closest. They don't have standards, but they're the closest.
Right.
The other ones, they don't have the knowledge to fucking ask me for anything.
Right.
So
So why do you even have them
because
part
they
of your life?
because when I told, like I said, like this just a few months back, like I told you, they
Facts.
they
But you see now, then you're the example of when we, just as humans, and we see those people that are in those 50s and 60s that are still moving like that. They start off like yo raggedy.
it was a habit, but I'm just letting y'all know that that's what happens. Like I don't spend money unless it's like the top quality of woman, like or the woman that I'm trying to get that does have standards. Like I'm trying to do my best to please you, and okay, whatever I need to do to obtain you, that's what I'll do. But for the rest, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that.
So, do you go to the environments that provide what you're actually looking for your future, not for the 6 months ago you?
Yes, I'm not
Because-
going to the clubs. I'm going to like the bookstore.
So you
I'm
don't
sick
think
of
you
you.
can find
What the
somebody
heck?
good in the
Talking about the
club?
bookstore.
I hear that argument all the time. Like you're not gonna find a man in the club.
Well, no, I'm just saying I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying that as an example. Like you can't expect me to find a girl that will always wear booty shorts to wear pants.
Well, now, so hold the fuck up, because let me tell you something. I have thigh tattoos because I don't know why, but those were the things that I could hide when I was growing up. It was like, okay, I could wear pants or a long skirt, so my parents ain't gonna see my thighs. I can hide it. So really, I'm a sanctified, Yeah. So I'm sanctified. Like it's like okay, on the outside I want to be like this, I'm a good at two shoes. I got it all together, I'm this, but then when you put shorts on me, you see all these thigh tattoos and everything. So it's like, okay, it's not a mask, but it's like the other side of me. And it's like, okay, I don't want to put that persona on that I just want this type of person or this type of guy. I want the guy that has standards and everything. I don't want you to see me as just a fun person, but at the same time, when you see thigh tattoos, it's like, oh, you're just a fun person. No, I'm not. Actually, it's just that this is what I could hide and reveal at the same time.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. When I see the leg, especially on the thigh part.
Oh, you think whore?
That turns me. I'm like, I gotta go get that one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's,
Tattoos are good.
tattoos on a woman fires me up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's 2025. You good?
The older generation is fading.
I mean, I feel a way about tattoos. Like I have these tattoos right here, and then I just got a big tattoo on my thigh. And sometimes I kind of,
You feel like a rebel?
I kind of feel like, dang, I kind of like having no tattoos, like, but then I don't really wear shorts a lot. So, and I'm a person, like, I feel like people will address you how you're dressed. Like, I
agree with that now.
Yeah.
I'm learning that.
I dress business casual a lot, just like on regular days. First of all, it makes me feel good. But my husband don't mind if I want to like be outside with my, like
you coming home to him with a
naked
real man
or whatever.
whatever.
But I don't think people should. It's true, people do address you how you're dressed, but I don't think that the respect someone gives you should be based on what you have on.
It should.
I agree with
It
you.
should.
And I just
you're
seen
at.
that too. I just seen a Facebook post where a dude posted and was like, this bitch had the audacity. I guess he was dating a girl, and she was like a sexy girl, like a pretty girl like us, but she posts sexy pictures on Facebook, might be in the lingerie, feeling good, walking past the mirror and put it on her story. He was like, y'all females be saying y'all want a husband and y'all want this, y'all want that, y'all want a nigga to take y'all serious, but then we see pictures like this, and he posted a picture of her. I'm like, that doesn't define the woman, because she's sure of herself and she loves herself and feeling sexy. Men don't know what we go through. We gotta bear children. We gotta be a good woman. We gotta still, y'all are supposed to be the providers, but we still lead the household just to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel sexy and I'm having a good day after a long ass week and I want to post a picture in my boy shorts at night while I'm sipping my wine, fuck you, nigga. That doesn't make me a whore. That doesn't make me less than a woman, or that doesn't make me not official to be someone's wife because I posted a sexy like.
I've always said those guys are not used to women. Like, they don't get women. They don't get, the women that they want looking for. Like, for me, like, I get ladies. So, like...
Your bitches be bad. That's why whoever that is, that's why I was here, the faggot friend. If only y'all knew him outside of this show, love.
So I'm used to women, so I don't have to body... Because that's what it is. Like, they womanize or... they got... I forgot the word I'm looking for. But, like, they judge the woman. I'm like, bro, if you were just comfortable with you... And just showing like that you don't, it don't phase you. Like, if you were actually getting women, you wouldn't say this.
I mean, but everybody can have a preference. If that's your preference, you don't want your woman to do that, then okay, then that's your preference.
Find
but
somebody that's
don't speak
drag
less of me about it, because it's what I want to do. Like, what I eat don't make you shit. So what, like?
But you see it a lot.
Yeah.
But then you see them same niggas under a bitch picture that's doing that. Target or in her DM. You were just talking shit. Yeah. Like, do you like it or do you not? Like, or do you, or are you not sure of yourself, honey? That's really what it is.
That's really
so
what
you
it is.
coming at me like, because I'm going to continue to post what the fuck I want. If I'm
gonna
feeling
wear
sick,
what I want to wear.
What?
Same.
I don't judge a woman off that. And even if I wasn't a woman, I wouldn't, because a good thing about a woman, we can switch it up. Like you said, you could be business casual, but you still sexy like that. But if you want to throw on your little booty shorts, your house, and you're a married woman, you can do that. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be a wife. Hell, you are already a wife.
How long have you been married?
4 years.
Okay, so how long have you been with your husband?
7 years.
Okay, so tell me something, because I'm not married. I've never been married, but my parents have been married, divorced, married again, siblings married, whatever. So, how things change along the way. So I have people in my life that have been married, and back in the day when we were in our 20s, it was one thing that you could, you can wear this, you can do this, do that. But now in our 30s, it's like, oh, hell no, you can't do this, you can't do that. How are you able to balance what your husband says, oh, yeah, this may be appropriate or not appropriate, or do y'all just leave it at bay?
I don't know if y'all want to listen to me, but I'm going to do what I want to do. Like, I'm an individual. Like, I have to be me. Like, if I'm not being me and I'm conforming to whatever this idea of marriage is, then that's not me. Like, you're not in love with me. You in love with the idea of me.
Being with me. Yeah.
So, like, I'm sexy. That's why you like me. So, why would I get with you and start wearing...
Being a fucking nun. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
watching this.
That's how.
If you got a bad bitch, let her be a bad bitch.
Yes.
You can't get a beautiful woman and then expect for her to just like be closed off.
Sarah Jakes
like,
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I like her, but I don't want to be her.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So this split.
So I forgot the initial. What's the balance? I mean, I just do me. Like, he hardly have a problem with anything that I put on. I'm a classy woman, like, but I do be sexy sometimes, but he don't, I guess he for me, like, he don't have a problem with it.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
I wanna take it here real quick because we're running out of time. We got P. I want to get your thoughts that I asked Jay, because y'all two ladies was on the show. And then I'm going to go into the last set of questions, and we'll close it out, okay? When the show canceled for a year, it was in remission, you knew the reasons why. Mm-hmm. You knew what happened. We had sat on that phone for a couple of hours explaining what happened. How did you feel about the show closing and how it went down?
It was fucked up. you too good to people, you know. One thing about you a businessman first before anything. And you worked hard for your show. I watched you build your show from the ground up. What your situation did teach me is the people that you call friends and keep close, sometimes them ain't the people for you. Them be the ones against us and we don't know because it's camouflage because we're not those type of people to see the bad in people until they show it. And that's kind of, in your situation, what you did. You know, you looked out for, certain people. I won't name names, but, and then it blew up in your face in the end. I feel like it was fucked up. I feel like, you shouldn't have had to stop what God has prepared for you, to eat at your table because you were trying to look out for snakes, pretty much. You know what I mean? It hurt my feelings for you.
True.
It hurt my feelings for you. And then to find out the people that, I'm like, you did too much for certain people. But that should have taught you now
Definitely.
that you can't just open your doors to everybody that come in your DM or call you and want a favor or want you to put them on. Sometimes God will allow certain things to happen in our life, right? Because God doesn't make bad things happen to us. He will allow them, though. And that's just to teach us, you know what I'm saying? And so for your situation, I'm telling you that I hope you learn from that, and that although you're very giving, that's one thing that I took from you when I met you a couple years ago. Like, damn, like when they say there's people out here with pure hearts, you're one of them walking this earth. And with that being said, everybody can't go on your journey. Sometimes when God taking you here, certain people were brought in your life just for you to either teach them something, them to teach you something, and for you to keep it going wherever you headed. You know what I mean? So this time go around, just, watch your snakes. Keep God first, pray, and stop being so motherfucking friendly. Shit.
I got you.
Stop being so friendly. I remember when I first met you, used to be like, you mean, you anti. It isn't that, but
guarded.
Come on. Yeah. Because so many people that's supposed to love me have done things to me that has broken me, and I had to pick them pieces up and build myself back up alone. So she used the perfect guarded is what I am. Mean? No, I'm grown. I speak. I'm a girl's girl. If the energies. Well, I really feed off energy. Some women, you get in a room with a bunch of other pretty women and you're beautiful as well. Some women don't, they so used to it just being them. And when they get around that, they give off this type of energy. And that's what I was explaining to you before, that it wasn't that I was mean. It's just that look what happened to you in the end. Mm-hmm. Out of all the things you did for those in particular people, right? Who took the loss?
I did.
Okay. So that's one reason why I'm protecting me at the end of the day, because the next person ain't going to protect you, your business, your feelings, what you've built. You know that. Because you have to start, you're starting all the way over.
Literally.
So yeah, you just remain guarded. I like that word that she used, remain guarded, keep God first. And yeah, stop being so friendly.
And have limits.
Yeah, please.
Takers
limits
have no limits.
Come on. Because as long as you allow them to keep pulling, they're going to keep pulling from you.
Yeah. Shout out to Onyx. I see you. She's the new co-host. We got about 12 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the last set of questions. I appreciate that, Queen. I appreciate that, Jay, Queen. Like I said, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing, Mm-hmm. The last set of questions, I like this one. For y'all that have seen the episodes, y'all know P Unique told this once. Y'all know Jack told this once. But we got new people. It's been a year, so we don't know what would have changed. I'm going to ask all these ladies by going from my left on the way down. In a relationship, let's see if I remember. Damn, I just had a brain for it just that fast. Oh, Jay, what's the perfect date for you? You told me this once, but it might have changed.
She married, so I gotta hear this.
What is the perfect date for you that you'd be like, you know what? He deserves it. He deserves
what?
tonight.
Some pussy?
Tonight. Just so cut and dry with it. I love you. I love you. Just so cut and dry with it. What's the perfect day for you to be like, you know what? He did his thing. Let's go.
Just be a gentleman, put some thought into it, put some effort into it, plan it out. Don't be asking me what I want to do. You take charge, you plan it. Make sure the car's clean. Make sure you have gas,
Oh,
flowers.
I'm glad she said that.
Flowers cool, you know. But yeah, just be considerate, be thoughtful. It's really not hard to be thoughtful and considerate.
Make sure your car clean, fellas.
Yeah, the car clean. Like, oh, don't be moving stuff out the seat. Yeah, my husband keep a dirty car. He make me so mad. But yes,
It feels so bad when he gotta open the door for you. I'm getting crumbs out for you real quick.
definitely open the door. I mean, that's like a lot of men nowadays
Don't do
that. My
Really?
husband didn't do it when we met, but I would just stand there, like my arms was
Facts, that's
broke.
me.
Yeah, I don't ever touch the door. I was just stand there, but you know, also some women they don't care, you know, and they be walking so fast, you know. I got it. No.
I'll be
I'll
hating that
stand
because I'll be
there.
like, I'm trying to show you the gentleman side of me. And you just think you can just do what I'm saying. I don't. Get
I mean,
it.
but when you're not used to it, you know, it's kind of hard to accept sometimes. It's kind of feel too good to be true or whatever. If it, you know, I didn't always have those expectations. Like I said, I didn't have a father figure in my life. So it took a guy that I was dating to be like, no, you don't touch doors. Like, just wait, you know. And since then, I don't touch doors. Like, you got to figure it out. If you don't know why I'm standing here waiting, then we just going to be standing here waiting. Like,
And I'm gonna turn around and go back to the car.
yeah.
Okay.
So just be thoughtful, be considerate. You know, it's not even about the price of the date. Like, you know, of course, before I was married, like people always assume, even my husband, that it has to be so grand, like all the time, and it really don't. You just have to learn the person, listen to the person, and do what they like. It could be the most simplest thing. Just listen to them.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Z.
I would say, just like she say, something well thought out, something intimate, something that, like that you know that he actually put effort into playing for you, being a gentleman, and something that makes a good first impression.
I'm trying to go a little bit further than what she said. So I
What,
want your customized.
My customized date.
Yes.
Feed me, cause I like to eat. Something not like a movie. Something we can actually connect with mentally and get to know each other. And so, like I know somebody who one time went as far as like gotten blankets and like a park date, like sit there and really
I like those.
like a little picnic park date.
I like those.
You like those? Something like that. Something different. Not just dinner, not just a movie, not a museum date. Something that gets our minds in sync for me.
Let me go back. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. This your world, baby.
The personal appearance.
Girl,
like,
Make sure your nails clean.
Representation.
just everything. Like, have a haircut. Don't wear a t-shirt.
Don't have deodorant
Have a collar
stains.
shirt. Make sure your clothes not
Make sure
wrinkled.
your
Make sure your
shoes clean.
smell good. Make sure your shoes clean. Like,
She described me. Keep
because
going.
men be wanting us to look perfect all the time. Like,
That's true.
but really be looking a mess. Like, they want us
But
to have
what you
the
do-
baddest body, but they be so bad built. Yeah.
Thought you were talking about me.
Get
She
into
actually described me. That was insane. You gotta stop on your head, baby.
Get into it.
Put my shirt down and stuff.
Yes, look good, smell good too.
Key for the perfect date. If you just like, you know what, I can go to bed with him tonight.
Okay.
What's the perfect date for you?
Okay. Feed me some real good food. Not okay, so I'm really pleased. I love McDonald's. Can't nobody make me hate McDonald's. I love McDonald's. So, you know, that's simple for me. That's McDonald's, Waffle House, love it. But if you put in some effort into actually making a reservation, so when we walk into a restaurant and says I have a reservation, so blah 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 at this time, that's a real turn on for me because it's like, oh, you actually put some effort. Even if it's not busy in that restaurant, the fact that you made a reservation lets me know, oh, oh, you planned for this. And then having a set activity, not, oh, we could go see a movie or we could go rock climbing. No, we are going rock climbing. You got some sneakers? Okay, let's go. Because you have that planned activity. I'm very competitive. I ain't shit when it comes to numbers and stuff. I'm not going to win, most likely. But the shit talking that leads up to it and the shit talking that you do back to me really gets me going. And so having that planned fun activity for us to do with the food really gets me like, okay, yeah, we got it. Yeah, you got it. You getting the good.
Okay, there we go. Okay. P, if he just, you like, he did what he needed to do. I need to do what I need to do.
For me. What?
What's the perfect day to be like, you know what? He getting something tonight.
We ain't talking first date, right? Or are we talking first
Just
date? You
general.
talking
Like,
about
what's
in
your
general?
perfect? Like, what's your perfect date? Like, if somebody would take you out right now, and what would be your checklist to be like, you know what?
Manners, first and foremost.
Okay, keep going.
Mannerism is everything to me. That's the first thing. You know what type of girl I am. I'm just pretty. I like to do everything. So, like, I like uniqueness. Don't be trying to, oh, you done seen this nigga, like y'all were talking about the picnic day, or you done seen this nigga on Facebook yesterday taking his chick on a pic, so today you take, just like the thought for me. Like, we can sit in the car and ride downtown and smoke me a nice joint with some good music and just get to know one another. That's intimate enough for me to make me want to, depending on where his mind, because a man's mind is everything to a real woman. Now, a bitch that's just fucking with you for your money or your looks, or you got these chains, or, but for a woman that's used to those things, like you were saying earlier about fucking a woman's mental, that's an ideal day for me. Like, roll up some fat joints. You know what I'm saying? We can ride, vibe, talk, listen to music, look at the city lights, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how the vibe go or where the man's mind is. Well, first of all, women, we automatically know if we're going to give you some pussy or not. Just to be honest. Like, even if I give you my phone number and I'm just meeting you today, I know if I'm going to give you some pussy.
I feel like you know in like the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. Come on. I was going to shut up. I was going to say 5.
Tell us more. Tell us guys more.
When you see him, you know.
Yeah, when we see you, we know if we're going to give you some pussy or not. So, as far as the pussy part, I know that when I first meet you. Now, as far as when I'm going to give it to you, depends on your manners, your gentlemanlism. If you're really into me, and not me, not the body, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a pretty woman, nice body. Any man going to want to fuck me if I let him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no nigga, I come to you want to fuck. You going to tell me no?
No, I'm not going to tell you no at all, baby.
Okay,
keep going.
so I'm just saying, like, so that is something totally different. Like, I don't mind the compliments. That's cool. But what else besides his ass and his face and these big-ass lips? Oh, you want to know what these lips do? What else? Like, So that's, like, I'm not going to say I'm simple because I'm picky as fuck, too. But you've been knowing me, so you know that. Like, I could have, nigga. It's funny she was talking about the car thing because I'm going to tell y'all what happened when I went to Baddies Africa. A dude that I was associating myself with. I'm telling y'all, handsome, though. I'm going to show y'all the picture after we get off air. I'm talking about handsome. Y'all ain't going to even think. This nigga picked me up from there. Not only me, I had the little baby I just had, and I had her godmom with me. She flew in with me to help, with the baby, because I take my baby everywhere. No matter who paying me to do what, she coming. Right. So he pull up. I'm talking about nice-ass car, though, y'all. I'm like, okay, I see you. But, girl, my homegirl said, is he in pajamas, P? He must don't know you. And I'm looking out the window from the airport where we are. I said, maybe that ain't him. Hold on. I said, are you in a black Cadillac? He's like, yeah. I said, oh, you picked me up in your pajamas? And he was like, yeah, I was rushing to get here. I would have waited a little bit. I don't mind, like, for you to, you don't pick a woman like me up. And I'm not going to pull up to you. And we on business as well. And he knew that in no pajamas. Then I get in the car. Y'all. The man ain't talked to me since. And it's funny because he reached out to me off of a fake page on Instagram 2 days ago. And was like, P, did I do something wrong to you when you were in Atlanta? Because I ain't heard nothing from you. And I'm blocked. I've been calling both your phone. Nigga, you can't get through because you a nasty motherfucker. I got in the car, and I got my little baby with me. You got garguts on the car. You got old food bags in the car. Ew. You got all type of shit in the car. Like, your car is nice. The leather seats dirty. When you cut your AC on, the ashes was flying on me. It smelled like cigarette. I hate cigarettes, too. That's another thing. Like, come on, just have some type of class. Like, a man know how he should be when he's dealing with a certain type of woman.
I said that.
Yeah,
early.
a man isn't going to treat every woman the same. It goes off of the in particular caliber of a woman. And I hate to say that, but it's just like us with men. I'm not finna treat a hood nigga sitting in a trap all day like I would a 6-figure nigga that got his shit together. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna get a different me. And so for me, I'm big on that with dates. Like that'll make a nigga not be able to get no pussy for sure.
So would y'all take a man on a date?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like to trick on my niggas.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Because I'm like this.
I'm waiting.
Anything I can ask a man for.
Reciprocation.
Come on.
Right.
My parents were married for 20 plus years. They didn't divorce until I was damn near an adult.
Yeah.
And so I had both my parents in the household. I got the pleasure, that blessing of being able to have my mama and my daddy in one household till I was grown damn near. So I got a chance to see I got a chance for my dad to show me how a man's supposed to do things and my mom to teach me how she feel like a woman should do a man. You know, I got it on both ends. So for me, my upbringing kind of plays a role in the way I date as well. You know,
Right.
A lot of people have asked me recently, I never see you post the baby daddy, P, but you post the baby. Even your TikTok, like me and my little girl, we have a TikTok together. And I'm like, because he doesn't matter. Well, your baby only 8 months, right? You ain't with him? No. Because the thing is, when you know your worth and you know where God got you heading, I'm not dating for now only.
It's easy to move on.
Come on.
Yeah.
If I don't see a future with you, I don't give a fuck that we got a baby together, nigga. That having a baby ain't never stopped no show for the man or the woman. But in the man eyes, he feel like it have because it kind of slows us down a little bit. You can kind of pick up and go move around with the next bitch and start over. For me, I'm going to chunk the deuces up quick. I don't give a fuck if we got 5 kids together. It's going to be a man out there that's going to accept me and my children and love us all the same. So I'm real in particular with who I choose to date. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, to be honest, for your question, I'm not even really going to date a nigga I don't see myself giving no pussy to. Because we want the intimacy in the end. You know, we grown.
But
and I'm like you, I got a high sexual drive too. I'm very sexual. When I fuck with you, you know, so I just choose to kind of stay in my field. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to try something. I'm not a try something different type of bitch. I did that before and it didn't get me nowhere. So.
Okay. All right. Oh, that was a lot to take in. I'm going to watch this episode back. All right. That's all the time we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. I'm going to let you know where they can reach you at, and we're going to close the show out, producer, after they let them know where people can find you at. Where can they find you at, Jay?
I am Miss Jacqueline on Instagram mostly. ms.JAQUILINE. That's my most engaged platform, Instagram.
Z?
Instagram, Zaria, ZAHRIA.
Key. Where people can find you at or can't find you at all?
Well, yeah, really not find me at all. But on Instagram, it's Kiki_Keeks_Kenya.
And P.
P_unique_the_baddest.
All right. That's all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. May the 16th is our next episode. Hey, producer, take us out, my guy.
Let me take a ride with you, baby. Ride with you. I'm just trying to slide past the side. Can find me. Feeling like I'm free in the mind, like I'm aligned with you. Like I would never press time whenever I'm with you. This a different feeling from the last nigga, knowing you got different.